What's up, TLF people? It's 9 a.m. in Austin, Texas right now. It's freaking beautiful outside. I'm so glad I'm walking. And yeah, so why am I making this video? I'm making this video because I'm noticing that people are in pain at the expense of what they're doing or not doing, okay? So if they're not doing something, I mean that they're just sitting there for long periods of time in the same position over and over, hunched over, looking at a computer because their work demands them to do that. Or what you're not doing is moving in multiplanar movements, using movement as a way to unload the spine and then load the spine when it needs to be loaded. Okay, so your body needs a little bit of both. Load, unload, load, unload. But if you're constantly loading your spine, whether you're hunched over, flexed over, your shoulders are flexed over, then your spine is going to tell you that I'm tired of being loaded. And if you're constantly unloading your spine, then when you actually try to move, you're not going to have the strength or the integrity to keep moving. So both are very, very important. If you overdo one, then your body's going to tell you by either sending you pain, numbness, tingliness, all of the above. Okay? So with a stagnant position like sitting, you're going to change the way your pelvis sits. More often than not, your hip flexors are going to get really tight. Okay? Your IT bands are going to get tight. Your TFL, also part of your hip flexor region, will get tight. Hamstrings, all that stuff, glutes, all of that will get tight because it's trying to protect you. You're not using them. And because you're not using them, your body's like, well, I need to protect your body somehow because you're not using the entire musculature the way it's designed to be used. So it tightens up. And as a result of it tightening up, you get this anterior pelvic tilt. That means your pelvis is tilted forward. It looks like this, like your butt is like a Donald Duck position. Your butt sticks out like that, you're walking like Donald Duck. Okay? So you get that Donald Duck look. You're walking around and you're wondering why your back hurts while you walk around. Well, because your back's constantly, chronically hyperextended due to the over tightness of your hips. So you have to do something about that. Okay? And it's not enough that you just go in the gym and you stretch and you mobilize, then you leave, and then for the rest of the day you're doing the same damn thing. The same damn thing being sitting on a chair for hours and hours and hours. The proportion of movement needs to be more than the proportion of you sitting in order for that tissue adaptation of being mobile to stay. If you want the tissue to stay mobile, you have to keep moving. But if you stop moving and then try to mobilize and go back to not moving, well, guess what? You're going to revert back to those old patterns of being tight. Okay? So you have to engineer ways to move while you are working. Okay? It is the most important thing, and if your workplace does not understand that, you probably need to quit your job because it's detrimental towards your health, it's detrimental towards your wellness, it's at the expense of you enjoying your life, or not enjoying your life, sorry. So what are you going to do? I mean, what can you do? Yeah, sure, you can get a stand-up desk, but even a stand-up desk, even standing for long periods of time in the same position, can also be loading your spine. And again, you need to be able to load and unload your spine. Your spine needs both. Your body needs both. It needs to be loaded, but it also needs to be unloaded. Okay? It's this whole concept of muscular imbalances. You can't keep doing one thing over and over and over. Your body will give out, just like a car. If a car keeps going over and over and over, just miles and miles and miles of being put on the car, of course you're gonna run out. You need multiplanar movement. You need variety. You need to move in different ways. So even if you're standing, keep moving around. Get your legs wide. Stand in a sumo stance. Come back to an upright stance. Squat for a while. Get down on your hands. Do some push-ups. Get yourself a resistance band. Do some pull-aparts. Get into a lunge, a deep lunge with your hip back. Do a vinyasa. Do a yoga vinyasa. Keep moving in multiplanar directions. Every couple of minutes, keep moving, okay? I mean, the first thing I think you should do is probably eradicate the chair, for sure. Even if you're standing, you gotta be moving. You can't just be standing there in one place all day loading up your spine. You gotta move, guys, you gotta move. And if you buy an exercise ball, that's still not enough. Why? Because you're still sitting in the same position. Okay? The same position of being on a ball and kyphotic, rounded over and over and over for the rest of your life. And because of that, you're gonna be chronically tight, you'll chronically have pain. So you have to move. Any excuse, you have to do something, anything. Walking, a single leg RDL, crawling on your hands. Do the things that you used to do as a baby. Get up on monkey bars. Do that stuff. Pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups. Make it happen. Hollow body position. Just do it. Because your life, your quality of life is dependent on it, okay? It's not just what you do in the gym. It's what you do every single second, every single hour for the rest of your life. So make it about movement. Make it about play. Play with your life. Enjoy your life. Pain-free. Peace.